Good morning. My name is Donna Marie Collins. I'm the hearing examiner that will be presiding over this application, Pelican Landing MPD, case number DCI2023-00052. I understand we have a request for continuance today.
That is correct. Staff is wanting to continue with date uncertain so that we can review the DRI and get that sufficient because the zoning case is depending on the DRI.
Okay. So it sounds like to me, we should remand this back to staff so that this can travel forward together with the DRI amendment. Does that sound satisfactory? Because one can't precede the other.
Yes, Rich Ivanovich on behalf of the applicant. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't believe you consider the DRI amendment. I think that's something that.
No, actually, I do review the DRI
Oh,
amendment.
does she? Then I would agree 100%. I was under the impression that that just traveled separately.
No, I actually prepare a staff report for the board under the Land Development Code.
Okay, that's fine. I was actually.
There's not-
Actually, I'm wrong. I was under the.
Let me just elaborate. There doesn't have to be a hearing before me.
Okay.
But all the DRI amendments come through my office.
Okay.
And we review them on the papers and make a recommendation to the board.
Okay.
So in this instance, we can have them travel together, and as part of the same staff hearing examiner recommendation to the board, I can say
Okay.
X as to the DRI amendment, Y as to the MPD amendment, and then at their final hearing, they'll approve the DRI amendment
Okay.
and then consider the zoning.
Okay.
And without the DRI amendment, the zoning can't go through, so that will be heard first, but in the same hearing on the same day.
And that's fine, and, and we'll meet with staff. We're just a little anxious to keep this moving.
Well, you're in the driver's seat for that. I mean, there's certain things that have to be submitted for their review.
Sure.
You provide that, they can review it and move it forward. It's my understanding that the zoning is ready to go forward, so
Understood.
this is
We'll catch up.
This is in your wheelhouse. This way we can re-advertise, and then that way you have a little bit more flexibility.
We're in favor of remanding back to staff if the applicant is, because that keeps deadlines going.
Yeah, that's my recommendation.
And I'm a little out of my normal understanding of the process. Whichever is the process that will keep this going the fastest,
Right.
we support.
Okay. You have the option of moving the DRI amendment ahead of the zoning if you want to.
We'll keep them concurrent.
Yeah, I think that's the best bet.
Okay.
All right, so why don't we do that? We'll remind it back to staff. Between the two of you, you'll work out the review schedule, and we'll schedule it for hearing when it's the DRI development order amendment is ready to go. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.